All right, the Detroit Lions get good and bad news following the victory against the Bears. First, let me just start you off with this picture right here. Remember, Caleb Williams just gets crushed by Jack Campbell because he was trying to play some games along the sideline, didn't go out of bounds. He's a runner now, so Jack Campbell's like, okay, let me just spear you right in the side. Thank you, Jack Campbell, for that. Love it. Okay, links in the description for this hat. It's 30% off Black Friday. Check that out. Let me know in the comments kind of where you're at after that game, because here's the deal. We knew it was coming. Basically, yesterday we saw injury after injury, and here's the bad news. Another defensive player goes on IR. So listen to the IR players right now from our defense. We could start a defense with all of our IR players. John Kaminsky, Kyle Pico, remember him, defensive tackle. Marcus Davenport, our big defensive end free agent. Aiden Hutchinson, Alex Anzalone, Derek Barnes, Malcolm Rodriguez, Jalen Reeves-Maben. Our top 4 linebackers gone on IR. Emmanuel Mosley, Enos Rakestraw, Ife Melifonwu, and then if you're going to punt it, Khalif Raymond. That's who's on IR. That's the bad news. It's injury after injury after injury, and it's just like, dude, we cannot. This is not. What are we going to do? We can't do this. Here's the good news: is you've got players that continue to step up for the Lions. So you've got Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, and then we bring in a new guy in Zadarius Smith. But guys like Muhammad, defensive end, who played outstanding, got held a couple times, wasn't called. Muhammad is the type of guy, number 69, that is saving our season. Not him just individually, but the good news is we have a culture in place. It's like I still can't believe it with my eyes. You look at the list of everybody that's out, it's ridiculous. Yet we still keep winning and playing really good defensive football because we have this culture in place that we're plugging in anybody. Muhammad played great. Here's the good news, though, is that the Lions sign off of a practice squad, Quan Alexander. Now, here's the thing about him. He's a former Pro Bowl linebacker. He was on the Broncos practice squad. Now, if you don't know, we've got another guy that handles our Sports Talk Denver, Sports Talk Broncos channel, and he said that this dude has played well for them this year. He started. Sean Payton does a thing where he tries to get cute with practice squad and who do they need, and it bit him. And the Lions take advantage. Go get Quan Alexander, who was formerly with the Jets. He's been with he was with the Broncos. This is an all-pro linebacker that the Lions went and found. And it's like, dude, we got David Long Jr. in there. It's like, can we get this guy, plug him into our system, our culture, and say, dude, head down, go play and do some things? That's what we're hoping for. So he was a 4th-round pick out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2015. He's had a 10-year career, Pro Bowl in 2017. He started 90 games. He's made about 639 tackles. He's got 13 sacks in his career. However, in 2020 and 2021, he's had major injuries and then another Achilles in 2023. However, he started 2 games for the Broncos this season and was outstanding. So it's like, all right, frick, man. You got Jack Campbell's the only linebacker left, and then you've got David Long, you've got Nowasky, we've got anybody we can get in there, and it's like, dude, this is getting out of control. I mean, it's out of control. So again, yeah, here's another look at. I don't know. I just love this so much. Let's just take a breath here. You got Jack Campbell, who's becoming my favorite player. Because he's staying healthy and playing like a madman out there. He's crushing Caleb Williams. Thank you so much. Who, by the way, the Bears are going to fire Eberflus, which is great. Because now here's what's going to happen. Sorry, I'm going to go off on a little tangent with the Bears, and we'll get back to our guys here in a second. This never works when you fire someone in season. It's even more chaos. It's great. If you keep them, you're screwed. If you fire them, you're screwed. Because if you fire them, teams inevitably going to respond to whoever they put in that position. Players are going to fall in love with him. Players are going to want him. You see it with the Raiders, what they did with their head coach, and it doesn't work. You got to go get a really good coach, and the player, it's just perfect. Chaos in Chicago, baby. Love it. All right, Malcolm Rodriguez is out for the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. Not only out for the remainder of the season, but he's going to miss most of next year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude. I want to show you this. This is just a really great play that just shows how we're so different. You've seen this. This is goal line. Now, one of the things I got frustrated with in our last game, and we'll get back, and I want to show you some more things about Quan Alexander in just a second. But first, I wanted to show you this. One of the things that frustrated me yesterday is why we didn't just keep running the ball. Like, all right, it's 1st and goal from the 6. We got 4 runs to get it in. Why are we screwing around? However, in the red zone and in tight like this, it's really where you separate the great coordinators from the bad coordinators, because can you get in? So here the Lions do a fake jet. They pull everybody to the right, which then takes away the linebackers. They do a fake little pitch to Gibbs, which then takes this defender on the top here, or this defender right here who's covering Laporta. He's like, oh, shoot, it's a run to my side. I better get out there. But it's none of those, and it's actually a slant to Laporta. This is just beautiful. I love this. Whoop, yep, whoop. Which is so cool because they're not going to hand it to Brock Wright. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, what are you going to do? You got so much eye candy in there. It's so beautiful. Okay. Quan Alexander. Let me get back to him. Again, the only reason I have kind of hope in this is because I've seen other players that we just grab and plug in there, and it works. And you're just like, well, okay. It's not that easy, but you got to give credit to the coaching staff, this culture, the whole thing. It's just, it's unreal. Quan Alexander, let me just see. He's like a safety. He reminds me of these Arizona Cardinals players. Arizona, if you ever looked at Arizona Cardinals defense, it's a bunch of like strong safeties all over. Their whole team, their whole defenses, they're all like undersized and can fly. And I think we've got a big enough like guys up front that we can make it happen where we've got undersized linebackers, because David Long Jr. kind of is as well. This dude can just fly. Boom. He's a safety body. He's undersized, but come on. Let's go, baby. So it just is what it is. I mean, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much that we're injured like crazy. Now I said Mosley earlier. I don't think he's on IR. He was. He's still not. And we've said this about 100 times on this channel, but it's the only thing that can stop us is injuries. And they're happening right before our eyes. Okay, let me just find another. There's another thing from Quan Alexander that I just loved. If I can find it. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. Tyreek Hill's thinking, I'm going to fly around here. Oh, my gosh. I mean, this dude can stick. He sticks, people. Boom. Oh, love it. Quan Alexander, welcome. I love your hair. Get weird. You've now entered into a championship roster, championship season. These guys, I think it gives them a little juice. Like, all right, let's do this. This team wants me. You know, they talked to Dan Campbell for 30 seconds and they're like, all right, I will die for you. It's crazy. Like all these guys just love them. Obviously, we know the thing. It's awesome. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.